Okay, hello Cortis fans. So they dropped their JoyRide official MV. So I'm curious if they're also gonna do one for Lullaby, cause it's interesting how I kind of said that at the beginning whenever I was getting into their first MVs that they were kind of gonna do the same thing, kind of like with Boy Next Door, where they basically like tell a story and kind of obviously like do MVs for every single not that Boy Next Door is the only one who's done it. New Jeans also did it, but you know what I mean. Like they kind of telling a story and like making sure that they're gonna do, because doing a MV for every single track on a debut album is insane. So, but I really like that they're doing this and giving us more of a taste of like what they like musically as for like the songs, obviously, and also like concept wise for what each one is telling in a story. But I just came off of watching their episode 3 of the documentary, and they actually talked about the MV and how they were like making like the mock-up of it. So I'm curious to see how that's going to end up playing in with how they ended up using that as a guideline and a reference to the actual MV. But we're going to go ahead and watch, y'all. Oh, it's like the end of the world kind of vibes with this meteor. It's kind of connecting with the What You Want album song, because they're in a car and driving around and they end up getting stranded. They still have like that bike aspect like they did in the mock-up one. Hey. Oh, I made it to the junkyard because they totaled it. Interesting. That's very different from like what they were planning in that one. Okay, yeah, it's very different from what like I saw in their mock-up of them talking about them going to the observatory in LA and like kind of waiting for the sun to rise, where there is parts of it here like you can see like the sun like rising or setting, but obviously like they're mostly like kind of just going, like I said, going through the ups and downs of life and kind of like making memories. And then with them being in the car and them kind of like tolling it, and then at the end kind of like them kind of putting that what's it called, putting that blanket on it, was kind of like, oh, like like obviously like kind of like playing off of the memories kind of thing of like, oh, like we enjoyed it while it lasted, but like it's still gonna be like, and like it's still gonna be something we remember all the time. It's kind of giving that kind of vibe as well. But it's interesting because it's like, this is what I was curious of. What this is, this like the end of the world kind of feeling? I don't know. I want to see like them talk about it more, because obviously like I said, the direction kind of went a little bit different when it came, because obviously it's just like a reference point. It's not like they're trying to make it match it to like exactly what the concept was for that you know, met like their own self-made MV. So I'm really wanting them just to like also kind of how they had the What You Want MV like commentary. I wanted them to do that for like all of their MVs. I feel like that would be really interesting to see them just like sit down and like talk about like what they took from their own made MVs to like the actual produced ones, and like what the concept was, and like how they ended up bouncing ideas back off of that. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I shall see you in the next one.